Hey, hi, welcome. Okay, thanks for joining tonight. I'm Anne, and this is going to be a vinyasa flow with a little bit of yin added to calm the body. So we'll be able to bring some energy into the body in the beginning of our practice with some standing poses and vinyasa flow. And then, as I said, we'll be able to end our practice with some really grounding postures that can help calm the mind and allow us to connect to the heart and stay rooted, hopefully to promote a good night's sleep and a little ease of the mind. So let's go ahead and get started. Feel free to use any props that you would like. I have a few blocks back here. You can also use books. You can use pillows to support your forehead, a folded up blanket. Whatever you need, please feel free to pick up. Also, if you know your body really, really well, and if I suggest something or offer a pose and it doesn't feel right to you, then please don't do it. Okay, really tune into your body tonight and listen. I can always offer modifications. So if something gravitates to you, please move with it. If it doesn't, then please do your thing. Do what you do. And if you're just tired and would rather rest, come on into child's pose or lie down. Okay, so this is your practice, your time, and I want you to enjoy it. And you've given this to yourself, so it's a gift. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by lying down on the mat with the knees bent. Your back is going to feel heavy, so we're going to allow the shoulders to really drop and the low back to drop in. So knees are bent, feet are on the floor, about hip width apart, and you can rest your hands on your abdominal area. Okay, and I will meet you there in a moment. So you'll notice I don't have any music playing. If you prefer music, you're more than welcome to play whatever you have at home. So we're just going to go ahead and find the rhythm of our breath right now. Notice how it moves through your body, where it lands. Notice the feeling of the breath as it moves into the body. So getting out of the mind tonight a little bit, getting out of the thinking part of our bodies, really tapping into what we're noticing inward, what we're feeling, what we're sensing. And we're going to listen. So notice what the body is saying to you tonight. Feeling a rise in the chest and the belly, perhaps even an expansion out to the side body. Okay, let's go ahead and draw the right knee into the chest and extend the left leg to the floor. Notice how that low back kind of moved a little closer to the floor. Welcome that. Feel the belly drop in toward the spine. I'm going to feel the ribs settle. I'm going to flex both of your feet. Feel the energy moving through your toes. And then we'll go ahead and take this right leg straight up in the air. If you have a strap, you're going to loop it around your foot. If not, one hand on the back of the thigh, the other hand on the back of the calf of that right leg. Allow the elbows to soften. We'll go ahead and draw that right knee back into the chest again. And then take the right knee out to the side, to the right, and let it land on the floor. So envision yourself in a lying down tree pose. The sole of your right foot can slide into the inside of the left leg. You can place your left hand on your left front hip bone to anchor down. And once you feel like that anchor is there, go ahead and take the arms up overhead, big stretch. Feel free to interlace your fingers and then rotate the wrists and push the palms away from you. So the palms are facing a wall that is behind you or whatever is back there tonight. Take a nice deep breath. Notice the exhale carrying everything out. Untangle the fingers, gently bend your elbows, and draw your hands back to the belly. We'll bring the right knee up, and then go ahead and take that right leg to the floor and draw the left knee into the chest. We'll go ahead and flex that right foot, really feeling the leg bone drawing down. And as you're hugging the left knee in toward the chest, just notice any resistance. And if there is resistance, take a deep breath and allow the breath to move through it. We'll go ahead and take that left leg up in the air, holding onto the back of the leg, both around the hamstring, back of the thigh, as well as the calf. You may notice that this side feels different. This is definitely my tighter side, which is perfectly normal. All right, we'll bend the knee, hug it in once again, and then gently let it open out to the side. So your knee's going over to the left this time. We can root that right hip bone down. Feel free to take the arms up overhead, big stretch. And if you'd like, this time, interlace your fingers, but press your index fingers together. So your thumbs and your index fingers are pressed in. And the index fingers are pointing behind you. If your neck is uncomfortable, slightly move the chin toward the chest to create a little bit of space in the back of the neck. Take a deep breath. Untangle the fingers, bend the elbows, lift the arms up, rest them on the belly. Left knee comes up to center, and then go ahead and straighten the leg down to the ground. So both legs are straight, full body stretch, you guys. Take the arms overhead. This time, point your toes, reach the fingers all the way back. Let the ribs expand. Take a deep breath in, fill up. And as you exhale, let everything out, maybe even sigh. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Bend the elbows, draw the arms up and around, hug the knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. You can rock side to side, rock along your spine. And then with your breath, exhale, come on up. Crisscross your ankles. Okay, so we're gonna be in a seated position here, crisscross ankles. Press into your sits bones, really find yourself rooted in quite a bit. Let's open the shoulder a little bit more. Right arm's gonna go across the body. Go ahead and press on the upper arm, opening that shoulder a little bit. If you want to come into eagle arm, go right ahead. You would weave the arms together so the fingertips move toward the underside of the right arm, the left fingertips toward the underside of the right arm or hand. If you are in full eagle, feel the elbows lifting up and the forearms pressing forward, setting the shoulders back and feeling some space between the shoulder blades. If you feel like any tension in the neck, just gently, gently look to the left and then look to the right. And bring your head back to center. Notice what arm is on top. Your right arm is on top. When we switch, your left arm will be on top. Go ahead and untangle the arms, press the arms back, press the fingertips into the ground and lift the chest. Bring the arms back around, left arm in front, right arm underneath this time. If you just like to keep that left arm straight, go right ahead, gently pushing on the upper left arm around the bicep, tricep area. If you'd like to move into eagle, weave the arms, elbows lift up a bit, forearms pressed forward. So those elbows are somewhat in line with your shoulders. You know, all of our bodies are so different. So if I say my shoulders and my elbows are in alignment, yours might not be. And that's okay. Visualize the shoulders and the elbows in alignment. Breathe where you can. Where can you find space? Go ahead and untangle, root the fingers behind you, lift the chest. There are many days when I'm super tight and my body might not look like it's in a correct alignment, but it's the best I can do. So remember that. Remember, we're doing our best. Inhale, let's take the arms all the way up and then exhale, reach ahead of you, press the hands into the ground. Root through your sits bones, really anchor through your seat. And then press into the fingertips, lift the palms up, lengthen, fold, drop in, exhale. This time, go ahead and walk your hands to your thighs, roll the shoulders back and forward. And let's go ahead and come into all fours. So you're gonna find yourself in a tabletop position, all fours. The shoulders are over your wrists, the hips are over your knees. Spread your fingers wide, press into the thumb, the pinkies, the second, third finger, and the center finger. Feel the outer shoulders rolling out to the side a bit, long in the spine, and we're going to draw the navel up, engaging the core. Visualize the space between the navel and the spine. Feel free to curl the toes or keep the toes flat. And let's take a few cat-cows. So just go ahead and round your back here. Noticing what parts of your spine are moving. Take a breath here, don't go anywhere. Stay here, exhale. And then inhale, lift the heart up, lift the tailbone up. Cow, broaden through the heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Fully aware of your spine. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. 2 more times. Exhale, round. Let it out. Inhale, lift. 1 more time. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift the heart. Let's come into a neutral spine. And then go ahead and see what it's like to lift your right arm up. Notice if that threw your balance off. So imagine that space, visualize it between the navel and the spine. Lift the left leg behind you. If you need to bring your left hand in a bit, go right ahead. So your left leg is about hip height. Flex the foot, press through the heel, reach forward with the fingers, get really long in the body. And then we can slide the right arm out to the side, the left leg out to the left side. Engage your core, pull your navel up. Try not to collapse into that right hand. Feel the energy moving up through the arm. Move the right arm back to center, left leg, and we'll lower the hand, lower the knee. Go ahead and now take the left arm up. Notice any difference. Engage your core, and we'll take that right leg back and up. Feel the energy moving through your fingers and the energy moving through your leg and your toes. We can slide the left arm out to the left, the right leg out to the right a bit. Pull up into the belly. Return everything back to center. We'll lower the hand, lower the knee. Let's take the knees wide. Big toes together, all the way back, child's pose. But when you extend the arms, have your palms face up. Rest your forehead on the ground or on a prop. Take a really deep breath into the back of your body. Letting go of the exhale, letting go of anything that needs to leave right now. One more breath. And then we'll start to turn the hands so they face down. Pick your head up lightly, look between your thumbs, and shift your weight up. Knees come in a bit. Curl the toes. And let's lift the knees off the ground just a couple inches. So just a few inches. Maybe it's 1, maybe it's 2. Breathe in here. Lower the knees. Let's do that again. Navel draws into spine. Knees come up. Let them float. Take a breath. Lower the knees back down again. One more time. Knees come up. Feel your center. Feel the shoulders. Good. Knees come down. We're going to go ahead and sit on the back of your heels. Extend your right arm in front of you. Take it to an angle. And then gently press on the fingers. So the elbow crease is facing up. Go ahead and switch arms. So we're crossing the body. Your left arm can come across. And then just take your hands in front of yourself and roll through the wrists. And then wiggle your fingers, even interlace your fingers, press the palms forward, and just give your hands a shake. Okay, now we're going to root the hands down and come into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. So the fingers are spread, curl the toes, lift those knees up, engage your core, press back. Keep the knees bent for a moment, lengthen through the spine, and then inhale slowly and extend, reach the hips all the way up as the legs straighten. And then as you exhale, allow the heels to descend. Inhale, lift the heels up, up, up. Exhale, they descend. One more time, inhale, they lift up. Exhale, they descend. Stay here, please. Feel the front body soften, feel your tailbone lifting. Thigh bones pressing back, really weighting up the side of the body. Take another deep breath here. Take a look at your feet. Let's take them wide, so about mat width apart. Mat width apart. Might feel weird at first, so just work with me. All right, we're gonna put a big bend in the knees. Your legs, it kind of looks like a frog, right? So as you bend the knees, press your hands into the ground. Feel the shoulders draw back. Take a deep breath. Now inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. 2 more times, straighten and bend. 1 more time, straighten and bend. Well done. Straighten the legs. Walk the feet back in about 6 inches apart. Soften the knees. Look between your thumbs and step forward, right foot, left foot. Coming into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Notice what it feels like to be in this position tonight. Feeling the drape of your body. Go ahead and hold onto your elbow creases and just let the body move side to side, or maybe it wants to be still. Listen to what you need. Relax the fingers toward the floor like a rag doll. You can bring a soft bend to the knees if you're feeling any strain or stress. And then just notice the bottoms of your feet tonight. Pressing into the big toe mound, the little toe mound, the inner heel, the outer heel. And as you press your feet down, noticing those points, feel the strength through your ankles, the strength through the inner thighs, the outer hips. Let's move the hands to the hips. Bend the knees. Inhale, come up halfway. And then continue to come up all the way. Inhale. Roll the shoulders back. Here we go. Inhale, arms all the way up. Connect the palms. And we'll draw the thumbs to the chest. Pause here. Just getting acclimated to standing. Again, feel the feet rooted. The energy moving up through your legs, your hips, your torso, shoulders, arms, neck, and skull. Inhale, take the stretch all the way up, reach. Exhale, fold all the way down, let it go. Inhale, lengthen your spine, halfway lifting. Exhale, fold, step back, plank pose. So we're gonna go all the way back, nice strong plank. 3 deep breaths here. Feel the strength in your back body. Take another breath. One more. You can always lower your knees down. Chaturanga, elbows hug the ribs, hover, land, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, cobra. Breathe, 3 deep breaths here. Drawing the heart forward, feeling rooted in those front hips. One more breath. And exhale, release, curl the toes. Take yourself up and back, downward dog. Breathe in, 3 deep breaths. Breathe it in, 1, 2, and 3. Soften through your knees, look toward your thumbs. Step forward with ease. Lengthen the spine. Take a breath while you do that. Exhale, fold. And inhale, root to rise all the way up. Make your connection right into the heart. Take a moment, pause. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, float all the way down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, take it back, plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Elbows hover. They hug the ribs, they hover, hover, hover. Then let the belly rest. Roll the shoulders back, cobra. Release, downward dog. Up and back. Stay here for a breath. And with the next inhale, we'll take the right leg up behind us. So when you lift that right leg up, we're gonna feel a heaviness into the left heel. Feel free to bend your right knee and take your foot over, crossing the midline. The foot goes over to your left. Now, as that foot moves over, notice your right shoulder. Don't let it go with the side body. Inhale, straighten your right leg behind you. And then exhale, bring the knee into the nose, hover. Press back, inhale. Exhale, knee into nose. Press back. This time, knee into nose, stay here. And bring your foot right between your thumbs. 1, 2, or 3 steps, and you can always help it out with your hand. Breathe in, fingertips frame your front foot, and then fold a bit, let it go. Breathe in, lift your heart up. Exhale, fold a bit. One more time, breathe in. Fold a bit. Lower your left knee to the floor, your back knee. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Lift the heart. Inhale, draw the arms all the way up. Connect the palms, and then draw the thumbs toward the nape of the neck. The elbows will lift up. You're going to look straight ahead. Take another breath. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Exhale, frame your foot, fold. Lift your back knee up, curl your left toes, downward dog. Press up and back. Breathe. With your next breath, the left leg comes up behind you. Your left leg. Bring a heaviness into that right heel. Feel free to open the left hip, bending the left knee, and bringing the left foot over toward the right side. Watch your left shoulder. If it starts to open, close it. Take a breath. Then we'll straighten that left leg out behind you, about hip height. Feel your strength. Exhale, knee to nose. Round your back when that knee comes up. And then take your leg behind you, stretch it. Knee to nose, exhale. Take the leg back. One more, knee to nose. Hover here and place your foot right between your thumbs. Scooch it up. So stay here. Breathe into the space. Feel anchored into the feet. Feel how the front foot grounds you. The back heel is lifted. Still feel how strong that back leg is. Then press your fingertips into the ground. Lift the heart. Inhale. And then exhale, fold in toward that inside left knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lifting the heart up a bit. Exhale, folding. Go ahead and lower that right knee down to the ground. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips, spin the heart up. And then take the arms up, big breath. This time, interlace the fingers, turn and press the palms up, slide the shoulders down. Now, if this is uncomfortable, doesn't agree with you, then separate your fingers and just keep the arms straight up. That's totally fine. Another breath. And exhale, fold, frame your foot, lift up your back knee, step back, downward dog. Bicycle it out. Notice where in your body you feel space. Soften your knees. Take a look between your thumbs. And let's step forward. Right foot, left foot. Find the fold. And inhale, lengthen out. This time, find the fold a little deeper, perhaps. Bringing the peace fingers around your big toes. Feel free to put some space between your feet here. So your feet can come a bit apart. Let's bend the knees, pull the belly into your thighs, let the elbows bend. Then inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and draw the heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. One more. Exhale, fold. And inhale, lengthen. Release your fingers from your big toes. Bend your knees. Step back, please. Plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart, cobra. Exhale, downward dog, all the way back. Up and back. Inhale, right leg comes up in the air. Exhale, swoop your foot right between your thumbs. There you go. Lower that left knee down. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Lift the heart up. Go ahead and take your right arm up. Lift up high. And then bring your hand down the spine. So you're reaching your fingers down toward the space between your shoulder blades. Then we can swoop the left arm up the spine for cow face arms. Now, if your fingers don't touch, that's okay. Figure out where your work is. If you would like to have more sensation, you can hold on to a strap, a t-shirt, a piece of fabric, whatever you have nearby. Or sometimes I don't even like to hold on to something because I want to see where exactly my body is. So just take about 3 deep breaths here and notice any tension. Notice as you breathe any relief, any space. Another breath. And then untangle the fingers. Left arm comes down, right arm comes up, and then bring it down. Frame your foot. Step it back, downward dog. Bicycle the legs out. And then we'll go ahead and take that left leg up in the air. Swoop it forward, right between your thumbs. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, lift the heart. Find the stretch here. So this is really nice. It gets into all those hip flexors, into the front thigh. Breathe in. Feel free to take that left arm up, reach the left hand down the back. The right arm comes around you. I definitely feel a difference on this side for myself. Notice if there's any differences for you. Breathing in, getting this big stretch around the shoulders, outer shoulders, back. Then the stretch in the front body, that lifting up. Another breath. Then we can take the right arm down, left arm comes up, and then bring it down. Frame your foot. Well done. Step back. Downward dog. Bend through the knees a little bit, you guys. Shake the head out. Yes, no. Get some space. Take a look between your thumbs and step forward. Lengthen out your spine and fold. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Root to rise, connect the palms, and we'll bring the thumbs right to the chest. Pause a moment. Get your bearings. Feel rooted and lifted all at the same time. Let's bring the hands into the hips and just go ahead and step your right foot all the way back. So we're going to come into warrior two. Now your back foot's going to turn in about 45 degrees. You can definitely see an angle there. I'm going to bend the front knee, your left one. Create a little bit of traction underneath the feet. So it's as if you are pressing down deep into the ground, and then you almost want to drag the feet in toward the middle. You're pressing down, kind of dragging in without really moving the feet. Let's go ahead and take the arms out and extend through the fingers. Notice where your shoulders may be. Sometimes it's hard to notice if you don't have a mirror, but just get into your body, get a sense of your shoulders. And bring the shoulders somewhat over the hips. Keep pressing into that back foot. Feel the strength through your ankle. Feel the upper thigh strong. And now inhale, take the arms up, straighten the front leg, connect the palms, and then exhale, extend the arms, bend the knee. Inhale, lift, exhale, drop in. Inhale, lift, exhale, drop in. One more time. Use your breath, lift up, exhale, warrior two right here. Go ahead and turn the hands so the palms face up. Just feel your shoulders and the palms face down. Reverse your warrior. Right hand comes back, left hand comes up. You can even take that right hand around the opposite hip. Front knee stays bent. There you go, windmill the arm around, high side angle. Root your left arm bone into that left thigh. Spin the trunk. You can keep your hand behind you for sure to help open the chest, open the shoulder. And if you have some freedom, you want to move a bit more, your top arm can come up and over your ear. Nice deep breath. Side body super long. Inhale, come all the way up, warrior two, settle in. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms come up, palms together, thumbs right into the heart center. And hands come behind you, and then turn the toes so they're going in the other direction. Other direction, you're gonna face the other wall, the one that was behind you. Okay? So, rule of thumb, wrist to wrist, possibly maybe a good wingspan for ankle to ankle. You can tweak it here and there, but if you're just not sure some days, just try wrist to wrist, ankle to ankle, and see what is happening with you for that. We're gonna bend the front knee. Make sure that back foot turns in just a bit. Press into the pinky toe side of that back foot especially. Big toe side too, but make sure that you spread your foot into the mat. Feel the strength through that ankle, lower leg, upper leg coming right through. Arms lift, fingers, really vibrant here. Stretch them. Take a nice deep breath. Go ahead and turn the palms so they face up. Just get a sense of shoulders. There you go. Left hand goes behind you, either on the leg or wrap it around. And the right arm comes up. Deep breath in. Another breath here. All right, come back around. Root yourself, side angle, keep it high. Spin the trunk up. Feel free to take that hand away from your low back. Draw it up and over your ear. Think about space here. So as you breathe in, feel that lifting of the heart and the opening. Another breath. And inhale, come all the way up. Warrior two. Inhale, lift the arms, connect the palms. Exhale, drop in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the knee, drop in. One more time, lift up and bend the knee, drop in. This time, inhale, lift all the way up. Bring the thumbs to the heart and bring your toes so they face the edge of the side of your mat. So you're gonna straddle. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take the hands behind us, interlace the fingers. I'll turn around. So you're gonna interlace your fingers. Extend the arms. Now if your shoulders are tight, put a micro bend in the elbows. Lead with the heart and begin to fold forward. And as you fold forward, as I said, feel the center of your chest going toward the wall in front of you. Finding the movement and hinging from the hips. Keeping both feet in contact with the ground. Noticing if any edges start to come up, I'm going to root the feet back in. Feel the breath moving through your body. What sensations do you notice when the breath moves in? What sensations do you notice when the breath moves out? Inhale, come all the way up, rise up, release the fingers, and bring the hands to the hips. Go ahead and toe heel the feet in. There you go. And then from here, let's go ahead and take the right leg in front of the left leg. All right, and then bend now the front knee. Lift with the heart and fold. So whatever knee is in front is bent. The back leg is straight. Your hips are level. And then we can bring the hands down to the floor or your bricks or even a chair. If you have a chair, if you're super duper tight in the hamstrings, the chair might be nice for you. You do what you need to do. But the front knee is soft. Notice if there's any gripping in the body, any sensation of tightness. Take a deep breath, allow the breath to move through that tension. Another deep breath. Anchor through your feet, bring your hands to your hips, please, and inhale, come all the way up. Roll the shoulders. Okay, your front leg is going to come out and around. And just get a sense of both sides. How are you feeling? All right, take a look at your feet, and we'll switch sides now. And go ahead and take that left leg over, bend the knee, square the hips, lift with the heart, and find your fold. So again, where can you be, where can you breathe fluidly without any agitation? Okay, so if that's more upright, get yourself upright. You can keep your hands on your hips. If you want to drop a little deeper, go for it. What do you need? It's a pretty big stretch. Back, outer hip, the thigh, the knee, all the way down the leg into the ankle. Relax your head. Another deep breath here. Notice if it gets constricted on these folds. And then we'll go ahead and start to lift the chest up. Bring your hands to your hips, anchor through the feet. Inhale, rise, and untangle the legs. Root both feet into the floor, and we'll bring the hands right to the heart. Okay, just stay here and pause. Notice the feelings in your body. So becoming really aware of what's going on inside, becoming aware, trying not to react to it quickly, just noticing it in a soft manner, noticing, not jumping right into it. So easing the mind a little bit. All right, you guys, let's go ahead, bring the hands to the hips and take a seat, okay? So you're gonna wanna sit down, and as you sit down, extend the legs forward, all right? And we're gonna take a forward fold here. So the arms can float up, and feel free to find your drape. Just letting the upper body drape over the legs. Feel free to rest in this pose. You can bend your knees. You can bring a pillow onto your lap. Just allowing a gentle stretch to come into the body, as well as bringing some space around the joints. So allowing the shoulders to really drop in, allowing the knees to not have to work so hard, allowing those hips to softly melt in, okay? And I'll do this with you. Just want you to get a sense of release. If you have a brick, you can always bring the brick in the middle of your knees, and you can rest your elbows on the brick if your head needs support. And I'll show this if that's something that would be of assistance to you in this practice or even in another practice. Then you may find the body starting to open, and you put a prop to the side and change your shape. It's totally fine. You can even let your feet go here. You don't need to flex the feet. Just let them go. Allowing the breath to move into the back of the body. Notice that space between your shoulder blades. It's the back of the heart. We often don't see it because it's behind us, but it's there. Take a deep breath into that space and allow it to spread all the way through the shoulders and the arms. And we'll take another breath. And start to walk the hands to the side of your legs on the mat. We'll roll through the spine. Okay. You're going to slide your hips down, slide your seat down, roll onto your back. And let's go ahead and take the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to open out to the side. You can rest your hands on your belly. Now, if you feel any tension in the hips while you're trying to hold the knees up, if you feel any extra muscular tension, you can always slide your bricks or two pillows, one underneath each outer thigh. When you support the body still can get a stretch and still can get space. But sometimes then the muscles can relax. They don't have to work so hard to support you. Right now, you're fully supported by the ground. So really start to feel the earth's pull. If you're using any props, drop into the props to allow your body to open. And as you're here, just start to relax the forehead, the very center of your forehead. Soften the skin around that space. Begin to relax the eyes and the sockets, as well as the temples. You can put some space between the upper and the bottom rows of teeth, relaxing the tongue, the neck and the shoulders, all relaxed. Deep breath into the belly. Big exhale. Now gently go ahead and draw your knees together. If you have any bricks that were under your legs, you can slide those off to the side. From here, just go ahead and straighten out the left leg. We're going to hug the right knee into the chest again, just like we did at the beginning of our practice. This time you don't have to flex your feet. You can relax the ankles and the toes. And then feel free to take this right knee over the midline, so it's going to cross over your left leg, and let it drop over onto the left side. You can always keep your left hand on the outside of the right thigh. You can bring a heaviness into this right arm. And then inhale, we'll bring the right knee back up to center. Lower that right leg to the floor. And just take a moment to notice any sensations in the body. Next breath, we'll draw the left knee in. So your opposite leg comes in. Relax your ankles, your toes. Nice deep breath. We'll go ahead and float this left knee over to the right side, crossing the body. Feel free to hold on to the outer thigh with your right hand. You can take your left arm out to the side. Just a few deep breaths here. It's nice to wrap up a practice with a twist. It's kind of like an internal massage for all of your organs. There you go, use your breath. We're going to go ahead and draw this left knee back up to center. And then if you would, straighten the left leg to the floor. You can turn the toes and the ankles out to the side. If you have a blanket or a pillow you'd like to put on your belly, feel free to do that. Sometimes that feels nice, just a weighted sensation for Shavasana. The arms can float out to the side, the palms face up. If your back is uncomfortable, feel free to bend the knees, or even slide a pillow under each of them. Make sure your head is supported in a way that is comfortable for your neck, whether that means bringing a pillow under your head or just adjusting the chin a bit toward the chest. Notice that expansion through your chest and your belly. Notice the front body dropping in toward the spine. And then the spine dropping a little bit closer to the ground. Releasing any weight around the leg bones, allowing the muscles to soften. And just noticing the flow of your breath right now, not trying to change it, just being very present to it. I'm going to be here for 3-4 breaths. Feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you wish. If you're ready to come out of this pose and end your practice, start to wiggle your fingers and the toes. Notice the light filtering through your eyelids. And then gently rolling over onto your side. You can support yourself with your bottom arm. Knees can be bent. And just taking a few breaths while you do that. And go ahead and use your arm and your hand to press up to seated. When you come up to seated, and crisscross your knees, your ankles. And we'll draw the thumbs together, the fingers together, and then just lightly place the thumbs into the center of the chest. Allow the chin to bow. Take a moment, if you would, and bring in a little bit of gratitude. Anything that you are grateful for, allow that to sink into your heart. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for practicing tonight. So nice to have your company. Take care and be well, and I hope to see you soon. Have a good night, you guys. Sleep well.